Some of y'all are calling yourselves confused when really your nervous system just does not feel safe enough to hold the truth. And that changes everything. Because if you think you're confused, you'll keep searching for more information, more podcasts, more tarot readings, more signs, more conversations, more overthinking. But if you realize your body is in survival mode, then the work becomes regulation, grief, boundaries, self-trust. I work with high-functioning women all the time who are emotionally intelligent, insightful, self-aware, and still stuck. Stuck in relationships, situationships, family dynamics, court battles, overgiving patterns, cycles they already understand intellectually. And they keep asking, why can't I just decide? Why do I keep going back? Why do I second guess myself? And usually, it's not because they lack clarity. It's because clarity has consequences. Nobody talks enough about the emotional cost of seeing clearly. Because once you finally admit this relationship is emotionally unsafe, that friendship drains you. Or this friendship drains me. This person is inconsistent. This job is harming my body. This dynamic is never going to become what I hoped it would be. Then something has to happen next. And your nervous system knows that. Your body understands that clarity may require grief, loneliness, disappointing people, financial change, identity shifts, letting go of fantasy, becoming the villain in somebody else's story. So instead, the brain keeps searching. More analyzing, more explaining, more bargaining, more waiting for one final sign. Not because you're weak, not because you're stupid, but because your body is trying to protect you from loss. One thing I see consistently in high-functioning women is self-abandonment wrapped in competence. You can go into work, raise children, run businesses, help everybody else regulate, go to therapy, read attachment books, journal, pray, listen to podcasts. You can be incredibly emotionally aware and still not feel safe enough internally to fully choose yourself. That's the part people miss. Functionality doesn't equal safety. A woman can look composed externally while internally living in chronic activation, overthinking, hypervigilance, people pleasing, emotional monitoring, trying to manage everybody else's emotions, waiting for emotional certainty before making a move. And eventually, that exhaustion starts feeling like confusion. But exhaustion and confusion are not the same thing. This next part hurts. A lot of people say they want peace. But peace actually feels unfamiliar to their nervous system. So unconsciously, they move toward intensity instead, toward inconsistency, toward unpredictability, toward emotionally unavailable people, toward relationships where they have to earn safety, toward anxiety disguised as chemistry. And then when something calm finally appears, they feel bored, numb, disconnected, suspicious. Because the body has been conditioned to associate longing with love. And this is why insight alone does not change patterns. You can know better intellectually and still relapse emotionally. If your body has not caught up to the truth, real healing is not becoming emotionless. It's becoming regulated enough to stay connected to yourself while telling the truth. That's different. It's being able to feel grief without abandoning your boundaries. Feel loneliness without returning to dysfunction. Feel discomfort without rewriting reality. Feel attraction without losing discernment. That is nervous system work. That is emotional maturity. And honestly, a lot of women are trying to skip regulation and go straight to certainty. But certainty is usually built after the boundary, not before. So if you've been sitting there calling yourself confused, I want you to gently consider that maybe confusion is not the real issue. Maybe your body is terrified of what's happened. What happens if you finally stop negotiating what you already know? And if that's true, then the answer is not more self-betrayal, not more overthinking, not more waiting. The answer becomes building enough internal safety to hold the truth without collapsing. That's the work, and that work changes everything. Not overnight, not perfectly, but slowly. Your body stops confusing chaos for connection. And that's when your decisions start getting clearer. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments what part hit the hardest. And if you're a high functioning woman trying to stop repeating patterns that no longer feel aligned, subscribe. Because this space is for women who are ready to heal deeply, not just intellectually.